Hello, hello, amigos, amigas, bienvenidos. Welcome to Lima, Peru. Welcome to the capital of this beautiful country. I hope you enjoyed today's new event that I have created especially with the intention of showing you, my friends, the other side of the city where I live, a more natural side, a more natural focus view perspective of the city of Lima. Hello, hello, amigos. Hola, hola. Bienvenidos. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Vanessa Vasquez. I am your Lima City tour guide. And we are starting today's adventure next to the ocean, next to the sea, by the sea. Lima, the capital of Peru, is the only capital of a country in South America that is located directly in front to the ocean. It has ocean view. There is no other capital in South America that is looking directly straight to the sea. So from the main square, we used to be able to have ocean view in the old days, in the colonial time, in the pre-Hispanic period even. And that was from the top of the temples in the pre-Hispanic times, and from the top of the churches, from the bell towers that are located still nowadays in the historic center. Now, depending on the climate, we can get to see some days the beautiful ocean from the main square area, the historic center of Lima, from some locations there. So, hello everyone. Thanks a lot for coming. And this little introduction about the location of Lima, it is connected also with the type of birds we're going to see today. Most of the travelers that come to Peru have no idea about the fauna of the city, about what species of birds you can see in Lima. Lima is usually seen as a concrete jungle. So in today's event, and also in other upcoming events I will be creating for you all, for all bird watchers of our beautiful HEYGO community, we're going to see different parts of Lima, and we will discover different species of birds you can see in Lima. We're going also to be introduced into bird watching. By the way, I am not just an official tour guide in Lima who loves to show the history of her city with the world. I am, as a hobby, a bird watcher. I am not an expert, but I love birds. I've been developing this hobby for some time already. So I want to share a little bit of the things I've learned about this beautiful hobby with you all. And if you want to start becoming a bird watcher, I will give you also some information of how you can do it. You don't need to be an expert, a naturalist, anyone like specialized in birds. If you just appreciate birds, you can become a bird watcher. So before we start officially today's event, I want to also let you know what guide I've been using to research and learn also on myself about the birds that we are going to be seeing today and also in other occasions here in this series. I am using a guide specialized in local birds. In Lima, we have over 200 birds that can be spotted, can be seen during the year. Of course, Lima, because it's very close to the tropical section, is close to the equator line, we have very good climate. So we have lots of migratory birds that are migrating from the, let's say, north hemisphere that are in this moment, for example, when the climate is getting colder and colder up in the north, are looking in direction for warmer destinations. So this is the period when we receive also birds from other parts of the world. Okay, so now I think we're going to start with this event. Once again, thank you so much for coming, for your participation. You can also comment if you wish. You can share your knowledge. If you are a bird watcher already, trained bird watcher, please feel free to comment. Here we have a chat zone where we can interact. Thanks a lot for being today with me. So now we're going to turn the camera and we're going to start with the observation of birds in this location. We are, by the way, in the Bay of Lima. Look at the beauty where we are. We are located not far away from districts like Miraflores, Barranco. We are, by the way, in Chorrillos. Chorrillos district is known as a district of fishermen. And it's a district where we locals come to see seabirds, different varieties of them. In particular, we love, of course, gulls. As you can see, we have some really interesting types of them here. The kelp gulls you are seeing over here are all year round. Let me give a close-up. Sorry, I'm going to be doing a little close-up into the birds. Oh, I don't know why I don't have the zoom option. The zoom button has vanished from my screen. A little bit strange. Maybe HEYGO is doing some updates about the platform. And we have also pelicans. So I think we can start with the pelicans also. By the way, friends, are you receiving my, let's say, voice correctly, image correctly? I would like to know if everything is all right on the other end. Okay, gracias, Anne. Gracias, Cheryl. Thank you. So look at these pretty birds. Gracias, Diane, for following the channel. Thanks, Poppy and Patty. So look at these pretty birds over here. Pelicans are everywhere around the world. Of course, they have different characteristics, but this is a species of bird, a type of bird that you can find everywhere. And in Peru, we have this very handsome species of pelican. It is called Peruvian pelican, also known as humble pelican. The reason of the name humble is because we are in front of not just the Pacific, this is the Humboldt Current. Have you ever heard about the Humboldt Current before, my friends? The Humboldt Current is the reason of many things, many good things in my country. Number one, I'm so happy, Tina, Susan, you've heard about Humboldt Current. Currents, are very important in the world around planet Earth. Currents are seen sort of like rivers in the oceans, right? But this Humboldt Current is the reason, in a way also, of the economical prosperity in Peru, in my country. This is because Peruvian economy is based on mining, number one, and fishing, number two. So without the Humboldt Current, the cold current of Humboldt, that is about 13 degrees Celsius in this point, in this location, in this latitude, we wouldn't have as many fish as we have nowadays. It is really interesting seeing the connection between the Humboldt Current and also the economy of Peru. We have lots of plankton in cold water, and we have, of course, a lot of fish that is the food of pelicans, different cormorants, type of cormorants, seagulls, terns, etc. So I would like to talk a little bit about the pelicans. And if you live in, for example, California or close to California, you probably are a little bit confused because maybe you feel this is the same pelican that you can see in the north, in North America, known as the brown pelican. But no, this is a different species. Yes, Tina, I love the beaks of the Humboldt pelican or Peruvian pelican. And also talking about the beak, really good observation, Tina. There are some differences between the more famous brown pelican of California, for example, and this pelican, the Peruvian pelican. Number one, the bug in the beak of the Peruvian pelican, I'm sorry if I cannot zoom more because the button has disappeared from my screen. I don't know why. Already we have a button for zooming, but it's not in my screen. I'm so sorry. But in a moment, I will also be using, I think, some cameras. I have my uncle with me that is taking some pictures that maybe we can also show during the event. So the bag below the peak, which color do you think it is, or do you see it? I hope the video is transmitting with clarity the color in the bag in the peak of the pelican. These beaks are very colorful. Yes, exactly, Tina, Beverly, blue. That is the number one difference between the brown pelican and the Peruvian pelican. The bluish bag below the beak is unique to this type of pelican. Another element, very important, besides the height, this pelican tends to be a little bit higher than, or bigger, than the brown pelican. Which is also a relative, let's say. It's a relative, a distant relative. It is the fact that the wings, now we're going to focus on the wings. The wings of the Peruvian pelican are tinted a little bit whitish. I'm going to use my finger. So this section here, a little bit whitish than the rest of the color. So this is something you will not see in the brown pelican. Also, another really interesting element is the fact that when the pelicans are in mating season, they have a black band appearing in the back of the neck. We are seeing also some juvenile pelicans. So there is not much dimorphism between the male and female pelicans, by the way. Very important to mention that. So it means that our pelicans, female and male, when they are mature adult, they are similar. They eat a lot of fish, and they are here because this is a fish market. So everybody loves to throw fish. As you can see, there are many people here throwing fishes. This is the fun people expect to have in a place like this one. So pelicans sometimes tend to be very, very close to humans, and not fully domesticated, but they like to be with humans because they get food a lot. Are there two types of pelicans there, or they are male and female? Oh, Tina, I think, yes, of course, you've noticed the difference between the brown ones and the other ones which are more colorful, right? So remember, the ones that are brownish are juvenile. They are immature or sexually immature pelicans. So we're going to continue seeing some other birds, and I want also to take advantage to tell you that we have also a lot of rock pigeons here that love to be in company with the other birds. It is not that they are confused about which species they are. They are not, of course, seabirds, but these birds are fully adapted to all different environments, and they love free food. So that's why they love to be here in the presence of people. So we have here other birds, these are also much more, let's say, they are young birds. I'm trying to find, unfortunately, we don't have the zoom option. I don't know what happened with the zoom button. Unfortunately, I would love to use it in this occasion, but I can't. These birds that you're seeing over here, are juvenile van-tail gull. So the van-tail gull, Gaviota peruana, in Peruvian Spanish is also very common. What is the element that is very typical of those birds? Is the fact that in the beak they have a band and the tip. In tip they have a red band and a black, then like a ring, and then is yellow. So it's very, very curious of these birds. So we're going to continue to walk a little bit more because I think we can see more birds in a different location. And we're going to continue walking. So I will check also the comments. I will ask, HEYGO, what's going on with this? Yes, Tina, thank you. I don't know what's happening. It disappeared completely. The button that is always in the lower section, that I cannot find it. I'm so sorry. So, by the way, say hi to my Uncle Carlos, Tío Carlos. So, Uncle Carlos is taking some pictures. Tío, ¿hiciste algunas fotografías?
Bastante.
Ahí vamos a buscar un punto para ver un poquito más por allá. So I'm asking Uncle Carlos. He's my bodyguard today. He's with me today to help me with some pictures that I will be sharing also with you later. We want to give you the most of the info we can also bring to today's tour about birds. So in Lima, we have different kinds of birds. We have birds that are like seabirds. We have garden birds also. We have a large variety of them in a concrete jungle. Of course, it's amazing to see how able to adapt, how much adaptability birds have. They are the species of animal that is the most able to adapt into the spaces we are able to give them, spaces we are able to leave them, right, to take. So this section here, this is the market. Let me also show you a bit of the market we have here. Oh, and look at this bird. Oh my God. I don't know if you are noticing the bird. Can you see it? Can you see the bird? This one is a black-crowned night heron. Black-crowned night heron, which is going to the top of that light post. So it's in the top. The black-crowned night heron is also a species of heron that is endemic from this location. I have some pictures I want to share with you, so maybe this will help a little bit. First of all, I think I have my black heron over here. Yes. So in that way, oh, thanks God, I came prepared. So in that way, you can also have an idea, a little bit of the birds that we are seeing today. It's not so easy without the zoom feature, but the bird that I am posting here in the picture in the chat section is, in Spanish, its name is Garza guaco. Garza guaco, or black-crowned night heron. So something very special about this bird, oh, we are seeing a little bit over there, more of them, is that they make a sound like this. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, so this wah, wah is the reason of the name in not even Spanish, because this was the indigenous name given to this bird. The Spanish, when they came over here, the conquistadors, later the new occupants of these territories, they sometimes conserved, they kept the name, the indigenous name of the species, the local species. So this is a Garza guaco, or black-crowned night heron. So in the picture I shared about this bird in the comment section, you can see the differences of this bird according to the mature stage of the bird. You can see it also over there. Can you see it jumping? So they mimetize really, really nicely with the stones here. One really interesting detail about the bird is that when it's very young, it's brownish. And when they get into the mature time of their life, they have these beautiful, like two long feathers, white feathers that come from the top of the head, of the crown, let's say. They are very long and they are very, very cute. And that one is looking at me straight. So we have here these penetrant, let's say, eyes, red color eyes, right? So they love to be here because this is the section where the fish is chopped in the morning. So here we have lots of different fishermen that are part of an association of fishermen and their families who have assigned a space in the market to, in the morning, bring the fish, the catch of the day. Also, another job they do is they slice fish, they chop fish when there are a lot of demand in the day. So they charge for kilogram, and they chop. For example, they take off the head, they take off the spine of the fish, and usually they prepare these fishes already cut, deboned, to be taken to restaurants. The restaurants are the cevicherías. Thank you so much, Adrian, amigos, for your tip support. As you know, these tours are just tip supported and free to join and watch. So thanks a lot. It really helps me to continue doing these events. Look at the pelican, the way how the pelicans flight is also easy to recognize. Very, very easy to recognize. Look at them. They look like very heavy. They are quite heavy. And the span, the width of their wings is approximately 2 meters, 50 centimeters. So it's quite big. A little bit bigger than this bird is the condor, right? The condor, the Andean condor, which sometimes come to the coast. And they are seen, condors are seen usually in the season of, let's say, January, February in the coast, when the sea lions are giving birth. The reason is because the sea lions, when they give birth, the babies, of course, as humans do, they have a sac, right? A sac. We are born in a little sac that is very rich in nutrients. So these nutrients are eaten, are consumed by the condors. And also, we have here another group of seagulls. There are many different seagulls here in Lima that they are seen all day long. So I'm trying to get the closest I can to them without scaring them. So we can recognize, for example, this group over here, which I'm going to try to go a little bit closer. That group over there has a different type of seagull than the one we saw before. This is the kelp gull. So what is the difference of the kelp gull versus other gulls we have, other seagulls? Well, the kelp gull, the beak of the kelp gull has in the lower peak, the lower part of the peak, a red dot. In Spanish, we call it a gaviota dominicana. So seagull is gaviota. This is the gaviota dominicana. So we are trying, of course, to spot some other species for you. But first, I want you to have the chance of enjoying for a moment the beauty of these birds and the peacefulness of this section in the coast of Lima. And also, Look at, for example, the artisanal fishermen. The fishing, the artisanal fishing is a very important sustain for the families, for the lower income families of this location. And it is very important now to connect the birds that we have here with the local traditions of people. Because birds are not just beautiful to be observed. And of course you cannot love what you don't know. I am an advocate of, like knowing the history of your city if you want to truly love it. But also loving the nature within your city to really love it and become an ambassador and a protector of the species that reside in your city. So the pre-Hispanic societies used to consider these birds very important, of course. They dedicated to them many, let's say, art pieces like potteries, walls of the temples were decorated with the images of birds. And when we talk about pelicans, pelicans are quite a special case. You can see pelicans coexist with humans nowadays, even more in the pre-Hispanic times. So we know, thanks to the archaeological research, archaeological investigation, that many temples in the coast of Peru, in Lima, used to have frescoes where pelicans were painted. So when archaeologists wanted to know why these pelicans were painted, what was the importance of the pelicans? Well, they couldn't really find good information in let's say, the Spanish accounts made in the time when these temples were destroyed, were conquered. So they thought that the best way to understand the importance of pelicans was through asking the fishermen nowadays, right? The nowadays fishermen. Because we know that the knowledge is transmitted generation to generation. So they interviewed different groups of fishermen, and they asked them about what was the importance of pelicans for them. And you will be surprised with the answers given to them. They said that, and all of them said the same, that pelicans advise how good will be the fishing. When you see too many pelicans too close to the shore, looking for food, that means it's going to be a bad year for fishing. Because when there is abundance of fish, fish is not this close to the shore. Fish is deeper. So that's why it was important for the old men, as it is for the men of nowadays, to observe nature, to read nature, and to coexist in peace with these birds. So we are observing the beautiful Peruvian pelicans, or humble pelicans. So we're going now upwards. I'll try to look for some other species. This is a series that I will be doing every time we go on this series. Every time you'll see this series activated on HEYGO. Oh, that's an Inca tern. Oh my God. Well, it just came very, very fast. The Inca tern is another species of bird that it is endemic also, as the terns, they are smaller than the sea gulls, and they have feathers on the sides. So that one was going too fast, maybe going for a meal. So I will be taking you, by the way, next time we go on this series, and there's already activated another event of this series. We are going to a park. So in that way, we will learn about other species that I call garden species, right? So we're going to see more species than today. But you know, this is like a safari, so we don't know how many birds we're going to see every day. Can you see the black crowned night herons? They are getting a little bit more comfortable with me in this moment. And they know also who are the workers, because look at, there's a group of people, and they are okay. They are okay with them because they know them well. Oh, there you have a nice picture of our heron, and maybe you notice the feathers in the back of this bird. Oh, and there you can see the Inca tern. The Inca tern, I hope if I get closer, he's not going away. Oh, I hope I don't fall also. Oh, gosh. Sorry. So, oh my God, I am a little bit distant, but can you see the tern in the center? I hope it's still there. I cannot see so well. But the Inca tern is a variety of tern that has two long white feathers on the side of the head. So the Inca tern is also part of the group of birds that we have in the coast of Peru that are known as producers of guano. Do you know what is guano, my friends? Do you know the guano? Poop. Muy bien, Virginia. Very good. So guano is poop of sea birds. In Peru, it's just poop of sea birds. So this poop, we're going to look for some other, let's say, birds if possible. We have some few more minutes together, because later there are more shows on HEYGO happening. So I don't want to take you away from your other next tours. So the poop of the birds called guano is known as a great fertilizer. It's a wonderful fertilizer. And the animal who produces the most poop among all of those birds that you saw, do you know which one is? Who can tell me? Who can guess which one you think is the bird that produces more poop among all of these local birds we have in Lima? I'll give you some names so you can guess maybe even better. We have pelicans, we have different terns like Inca tern, we have seagulls, we have cormorants, we have Humboldt penguin. So I'll give you these names, these 5 names. So which one do you think that produce, which one of these species produce more poop? Oh, look at this one, is asleep over there. So you can comment, please don't be shy. We are here to learn. We are here to share also what we know. So, and I will post the picture. I think I have the picture of the bird. So, are you ready? Dun, 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 dun. I just posted. The Inca tern. ¡Qué lindo! My uncle is just pointing in direction to the terns that we have over there. Okay, my friends. There you have the answer in the picture. Is that an Inca tern? Oh, do you mean in the picture? In the picture, no, my friend. But here, Tina, is a tern. That one is an Inca tern. And by the way, you see my uncle over there taking pictures. I will be sharing all of those pictures today in our Facebook group. Also, I'm going to share with you all my information on my Instagram, Facebook group. I have a YouTube channel also. If you wish to see the recording of this event, you can jump later there. So no problem at all. The reason why we cannot zoom is because the button has disappeared from my screen. I am really sad that this might have caused any type of uncomfort. But the reason is because we have, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. It must be something about the updates that maybe the platform is doing. I'm going to get the closest I can also to the turn. While I tell you also, oh, don't go, don't go, don't go. Oh, they're going away. You know why they are being scared? Because they eat the fish. They eat the fish of the fishermen. They don't like much the Inca terns because they eat really a lot. That Inca tern is going in circles over there, right? I have also an image of the tern that I will show you in a moment. It's in my guide. So going back to the bird that produces the most poop, you already know the name, I just share it, is the cormorant. But there is a particular type of cormorant, is the guanay cormorant, which is the one I just shared. Remember, guanay, guano, right? So that's an endemic name, a native name, of the bird, the indigenous name of the bird. So the Inca tern, if you wanted to see it in detail, and here you have also an image of my guide. Inca tern is this one. Red beak, two long feathers also on the sides of the head, of the face, below the eye. Red feet. So the guanay cormorant, which is the one we're talking about, the one that makes a lot of poop, it is really interesting because the guanay cormorant is about 2.5 kilograms weight total. And a day makes about 250 grains of poop. He is the champion, the poop champion. So there is no other bird that can make as much poop as the guanay cormorant. It is true. It is, 2.5 kilograms weight, one guanay, and 250 grams of poop per day, right? It is amazing. But this is possible because this bird eats a lot of fish. So, well, my friends, I think we are coming to the finale of this event. It was my very, very first bird watching tour of Lima. I really hope you enjoyed it. You had a fun time with me. The intention of this bird watching series is to show you a different side of the city of Lima, to show you the nature of Lima, not just the culture of Peru, as I regularly do in terms of all the tours I do, or history chats, or archaeological chats. This is to me a hobby. I love to do this. I love to do this in my free time, bird watching. I am learning also. I am self-taught in most of the things I have done in my life. So I hope I was able to share a little bit more of awareness about not just the nature we have in Lima, maybe incentivize you all to start doing this beautiful activity wherever you live. You don't need to spend too much time doing it. You can just dedicate a couple of minutes a day if you wish. You can buy a guidebook, maybe do it online, or maybe have it one paperback, right? And do it wherever you are in the world. This Saturday is going to be the Big October Day, which is a very special day for birders, for bird watchers in the world. We all will dedicate the day. It could be 24 hours. It could be just, 1-2 minutes in the day, if you wish, to see birds, right? And we can record these birds online also. So, I hope to do one little special event for this October the 8th for you all. So I see a question. Sorry if I was not able to check on the questions. The light is a little bit strong here hitting the cell phone. Are the brown pelicans a different type than the grays? Oh, the Lords. Thanks for your question, amiga. No, look at this. The difference between this bird here and that one there is that these are juveniles and this one are mature. That's the only difference. This is the Peruvian pelican known as the Humboldt pelican too. And, well, this is juvenile, and this one here is the mature, the adult one. There's no dimorphism in this species, so male and female are exactly the same. They look the same, just females a little bit smaller. So, gracias, amigos. I will turn the camera just briefly to say thanks to you all. Gracias. Thanks for your participation. I am also going to soon start bringing some recordings on the sounds of the birds. So maybe you would like to distinguish the difference between maybe a neotropical cormorant, the sound that the neotropical cormorant does, and the Guanay cormorant does. So we can also do things way better every time. I also enjoy a lot reading your comments. If you can help me with a comment, that would be super fantastic, because well, I just want to know how much you like this event, and that also helps me to promote this event for new people that are interested in doing this. Also, if you would like to support this tour, as you know, this is a free tour. It is just supported with tips, so that would be super wonderful if you have the chance to do it. I know not everybody has the possibilities to do that, but if it's possible, that would be fantastic. Thanks to all people who were able to support the tour today. If you want to know how to do it, how to support the event, I am activating a button. I hope it clicked. Where you can also get information on how to donate. And finally, there is a sponsorship program that has recently come to HEYGO, where you can also adopt a channel. You can support directly a channel once a month, every month. So if you would like to do that with this channel, that would be fantastic. That would be really lovely. I've just been accepted in the sponsorship program. So it would be lovely if you could also help me to continue doing events like this one. Also reward for the sponsorship program, I will not be doing private tours for sponsors, because I want everybody to be able to join these tours. But I would love to give you, as an exchange, booklets. I will be writing some guides about Lima. I will be writing about also a cookbook about Peruvian food in English. So if you wish to maybe buy a book and help me also with the sponsorship program, I will be giving this to all my sponsors as a present, as a way to say thanks to you all. Okay, amigos, well, I will be going now. Thanks a lot for coming, and hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Take care, my friends. Muchas gracias. And, well, lot of love from Lima, Peru, and from these beautiful pelicans that are here having a great time in Lima. Lots of love from the city. Ciao, amigos. Muchas gracias. See you soon. Bye-bye.